going back to see my father. I'm going back.
What's going on, movie fans? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Jared, and I was able to finally see one of the best movies of 2019, one everyone had been clamoring about, and it's called 1917. During World War I, two British soldiers received seemingly impossible orders, cross over into enemy territory to deliver a message that could potentially save 1,600 lives. So is 1917 going to gobble up all of the awards come Oscars? Let's find out. But before I get into my thoughts, let me know what you guys thought of 1917, if you've already seen this movie, or if you're very much looking forward to this cinematic masterpiece. Now let's get into some of the good. Finally, I was able to check out 1917. I mean, I had been reading so much, I had been seeing all of these other reviews clamoring that this was one of the best movies of 2019. I'm going to say yes, this is one of the best movies of last year. If I had to throw this on my list of best movies, I should have waited because this would definitely make my top 10. But what Sam Mendes did in this movie for the cinematography, I would say that the cinematography is the highlight, the standout, the most important thing about 1917, which sets it apart from everything. There's two different things. There's the beautiful, gorgeous cinematography of the pan in, pan out, over the top views, the wide shots. There's one scene where it's nighttime and there's just flares going over this decrepit city. I was blown away by just that beautiful visuals on the big screen. But on the opposite side of that, you know, it follows this quote-unquote pseudo-faux one-shot aspect of the movie. The whole movie is following these two characters from beginning to end, and at first I thought it was going to be this big gimmick, and I didn't know if it was going to be real-time following them, and I thought that the way they did this, with it very much being in close in front of the characters, behind the characters, showing the characters moving throughout these scenes, but almost playing in real time, blown away. Again, it felt like it was this shtick or almost marketing publicity stunt. It absolutely works. So the cinematography of these two things is phenomenal, but the score put over top of these beautiful visuals is what really sold the emotion of this movie for 1917. I mean, there's scenes of hope, there's pessimistic, there's dread, there's the horrors of war, there's these big action set pieces, and there's these really tense sneaking around scenes. Like, it really hits all of the spectrums of what you would see in a war movie, but the music that is playing over top of that, like, it just intensifying as a character is getting more and more tense. As an audience member, you are tense. And then there's also times where you really settle into the movie, and then boom, it just picks up and you are going off onto this ride. I mean, the tension from the music and also the sound design. I mean, there's one scene where you're watching this character slowly go through this scene, and then boom, there's a gunshot, and I literally jumped up in my chair. And it was not one of those like cheap jump scares. This felt earned, obviously, and I was like, holy crap, this movie is intense. And the tension bleeds over into our two main characters that the camera or story actually follows, because they're on this essentially impossible mission and it following them. I thought that they both did a phenomenal job in this movie of just in between the shots of maybe climbing a hill or walking down railways, they were able to fill in the blanks with these kind of interesting stories. And while they're doing all of this, I was thinking to myself, the timing of their speech, the dialogue, and the timing of the shots had to have been outrageous. I don't know how all of this worked out perfectly because of the longer takes, but man, Sam Mendes, beautiful, beautiful film. Unfortunately, there's two little tiny things that I thought were borderline negatives or cons. I mean, there's one or two little tiny scenes that really, it slowed down, the pacing slowed, and it dragged me out of my feeling of being in this movie a bit. Luckily, it reeled me back in very quickly, but yeah, two or so times it really took me out of the film. But then Dean Charles Chapman, one of the two main characters, It was just something about him. I did not like this character. He had a very punchable face, if that's a thing. I could say this character I did not like. I thought he turned in a great performance, but I just didn't like him as one of the two main leads. Overall, 1917 is a cinematic, I hate this word, masterpiece. This is one of the best movies of 2019, with it featuring this crazy over-the-top cinematography, faux one-shot, an intense feeling that drives the score of this movie, and two leads that turn in solid performances, but with a couple nitpicks here or there. I would highly, you seriously need to check out 1917. If you're watching this from a film fan to a casual, just a film goer, this is a film you should go out of your way, find in a theater, and go sit down for this 2+ hour cinematic adventure. I hardly ever do this, but I'm going to give 1917 5 out of 5 gorgeous visuals. So what did you guys think of 1917, if you were able to check it out, or if you're very much now looking forward to it? Let me know in the comments down below. Anyways, guys, as always, thank you so much for watching. Watch some more videos up there, or right over there. You know, there's brand new movie reviews, trailer reactions, comedy skits on this video. Tomorrow morning, hopefully I can get you guys notified about this, but I'm going to do a live Oscar predictions on, try to react on my channel, and then a few bigger announcements coming later in the week. Follow all of them in social media, like this video, share this video, and until next time, I'll see you later.